Today, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Memphis Egyptians taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Austin Armadillos.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Austin Armadillos and the Memphis Egyptians. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for our visiting Austin Ball Club, it's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Ryan Tannehill sacked. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. On the return is Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 73 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Tannehill going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Tannehill's pass.
Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
7. Egyptians nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. This is the tight end, Njoku. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
At their own 30.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's complete to Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Again, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Alexander. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 15. 1st down, Armadillos.
Here's Gaskin. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and...
Here's Tannehill. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Number 18.
Preston Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
Armadillos 14, Egyptians nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, it's Alexander. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
They'll run on first down. Watt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he fends him off. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
14, Egyptians 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, with that.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's good.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's able to put it through. So the drive there took 6 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it first and 10. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Preston Smith there on the stop. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on him. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Austin's offense ready to go again. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Armadillos.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and...
To throw is Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Play by Trayvon Diggs.
Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play. It's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
Armadillos 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a hit and a loose football. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up second and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Burrow. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Alexander. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
43. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
On third down, Burrow. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
3 on the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Burrow throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run with Gaskin. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. Sets up
a looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
2nd down and goal. Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
A big loss.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
43.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Shark's got it left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. On
1st down, Alexander. And he stopped immediately there.
The running back again.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
By Javon Hargrave. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Now Jones. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 24-21, a minute 54 on the clock. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go.
Now Tannehill. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a throw here to his running back. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 26.
So now the story changes. Trailing by 4. A minute 11 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here we go with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jones. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. They just got their assignments down. They get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Austin.
Another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the decision is to go for 3, and the field goal unit comes on now. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now on comes the field goal unit here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
31.
tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hook up right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. Watt works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
46, the ball.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2.
Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Alexander. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Puna Ford on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Number 46, the ball.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.